Good morning YouTube and welcome back to the channel where today you join me at BSD Performance getting the R1M remapped. And now I'm not mapping this bike for more power, bizarrely, as it's normally why I'm at a dyno, but we'll explain more when we go inside. So stay with us on the next episode of R1M.
So I'm sure you're wondering, why have I travelled over 100 miles with the R1M to get it remapped if I'm not after more power? Well, truth be told, it's the rideability I'm after. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where emissions are a big thing, and the bike is just not friendly to ride around town. Not unrideable, but compared to stuff I've got in the garage, just not particularly enjoyable at low speeds. So we're hoping today we can get that fixed. The R1M is wheeled inside and I'm left to be interrogated by BSD's head of security. Thankfully, passing the checks, I'm then allowed to go inside, and wow, what a workshop setup. Something I could only ever dream of having to tinker with the bikes in. But anyway, we're not here to drool over their setup, we're here to get the R1M mapped and hopefully improve that round town rideability. So I guess it's important to roll the clocks back a week ago and give you a quick rundown on the bike before it's even gone to BSD. So what's happened to the bike? Well, when I bought it, it did have a full Akrapovic silencer and the link pipe, which replaces the catalyst. Everything else was a little bit unknown to my knowledge, but as the lambda sensors have been deleted, I did question if there was other things going on behind the scenes. But what I did want to do was change the air filter. Now I did have a quick chat with Andy at BSD Performance via email, and he said the best option is just to go with the K&N road filter. And I had seen good reviews on that, so we removed the standard one, which obviously wasn't looking fantastic, and got that all fitted in place. And for those wondering, the only other real upgrades to the bike are the wonderful goodies from Hell Performance, which include the master cylinder and their brake calipers. Back to the current day, the bike is all strapped down on the dyno, and Andy from BSD Performance begins working his magic. Unfortunately, he does advise me that there have been mapping changes made in the past. This doesn't come as a real surprise because, as mentioned, those lambdas have been deleted. But it also makes me think, well, is this as good as it's going to get if someone's mapped the bike? Unfortunately, because of the way the ECUs are locked, Andy isn't able to advise what map's on there, but he does know it's been played with before. So I leave him to work his magic for a few hours, and then I get the good news that I can come in and get some shots of the bike in action as the work had now been completed. And that's a wrap. All the work is completed on the R1M. It's time to head back home. Looking for your next crash helmet? Why not check out Nex's range of products? There's an affiliate link in the description, so bag yourself some discount.
Oh god, so much comfortabler than the Ducati which we've been out on previously. Let's turn it out of A mode, power 3, C mode. Oh my god, better already. Wow, better already, first 2 seconds. What a difference, just like now, just a little roll on. Wow, that is an absolute transformation, and this is where it was a problem. I'd be riding now and you'd have these little throttle inputs. You can see there I can talk to you and change it, whereas before it'd be like butt, butt, butt. But now definitely seems to bang a lot more. I said I like to keep the burble to Andy, maybe I've gone a bit too much, but we shall see. Wow, what a different bike to ride. Absolutely Oh, it's exactly what I wanted it to do. Exactly like there. Normally, a kangaroo, but just rolls on. Absolutely lovely. Wow, top work, BSD. And oh, man, should have done this sooner, really. So friendly to ride. Like now, not that it's unrideable, but it was just, I think Andy hit the nail on the head. Just very snatchy as standard, really grabby, and now just smooth. I mean, it's fucking rapid. If we can stop somewhere, I'll put it in B mode. So essentially, if you're not familiar, A being the fastest, D being the slowest, almost like a wet mode for in the rain. So we're in C now, which gives you apparently from memory full power, but cuts a lot of the torque off, anti-wheelies right up. But this is one thing I did ask Andy, is if we could disable this feature where you can't actually change the modes unless you're completely stopped, which is really annoying. So like now I press the mode button, we cannot change it. Ah, oh, exactly how it should be, man. I don't know else what to say really than that's everything I wanted from it. It actually feels just really nice to ride normally, really nice. What a difference. I don't expect any big gains up top, especially, and this is what I was talking to with Andy, is it's a bit unknown what the past of the bike was, because it apparently, well, I know it had because it had the lambdas deleted, but I assumed it was some sort of plug-in dongle like what we did on the RC8R. But essentially he said in the history, I think that's what he said, that there've been a couple of changes, so it wasn't just like one mapping company had been on there. So I really don't know what happened. That air filter didn't look fantastic, so whoever was tuning it obviously kept a standard filter in there. I don't know, but this, oh look, God, we were all here once. Yeah, look at that, like 1500 RPM roll on, just moves like before. That'd be back. Obviously it is still a highly strung 1000cc, but I'd actually ride this like quite happily now around town without any worries, whereas before it was not really nice pulling away from traffic lights or anything. It just felt very, yeah, just snatchy. It's the only way to describe it, and so I'm going to be waffling if I go on any more. But yeah, again, massive thanks to the boys at BSD Performance. Well chuffed with it, well chuffed with it. Put it in mode 2. Now normally mode 2 would be pretty grabby. Oh no, perfect, perfect. Yeah, so even in B mode, which for me is enough for the road, I don't need any more, but let's bring it right down, third gear, and now 2000 RPM, yeah, smooth as you like. Tons of torque, tons of torque. It definitely feels like it's got more grunt. Such a child. I could have actually had the pops and burbles off. Now I don't like big bangs like Ford Fiesta boys, BMW M4 owners, bang, 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 like a shotgun going off. But this, I mean, this might be a little bit outspoken, but I am a white boy, but this is perfect. It's just like a nice little crackle pop, and then the occasional big bang when it's hot. The roads are still a bit dirty. Again, right in the bottom of the RPM, roll on. Yeah, definitely got a lot more grunt down there, but super smooth, super smooth. And Andy did say in the C mode it's his favourite mode for the road. We're in B mode now, and I've got to be honest, I like B mode, but would only use it when I'm really on like a spirited run. I wouldn't, if I was riding now, like waffling to you guys, I wouldn't use it. I'd stick it in C mode. But this now, B mode, is completely usable. What a thing! What a thing! What a lovely day for a bank holiday as well. Very unusual. So should we talk about peak power as well? I know there's going to be those of you who want to know, what did it make? Well, the good news is the old girl is completely healthy. Andy said she made exactly what he expected it to make, which was 180.2 horsepower at the wheel. Well, obviously in the UK we get obsessed with flywheel figures. Obviously a dyno reads from the wheel and then it adds a percentage to the flywheel. So wheel figure's the most accurate. Typically, I think from what Andy said, was about 12% in engine power, because unless you take the engine out of the bike and put it on its own dyno, you're never going to get a true engine reading. But with that 12% added, I think it comes in at 203, is that 12%? 202, 203 horsepower? Which is brilliant, because the flywheel figure quoted on these is 197. So 5 horsepower, I mean, on a highly strung motor. Yeah, I'm just happy it rides like it rides now, and everything's healthy, because obviously if it had gone on there and it had said it's made 160, well, oh no, what's wrong with my bike? I've not had good luck with dynos in the past, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'll overlay the graph anyway, and I think he said it's 76 foot-pounds of torque, so that will be, what will be about 85 something. Quick maths, not amazing. Adding figures on the fly, I'm not amazing at adding figures at any normal day of the week, to be fair, but yeah, that's not shabby at all. Obviously nowhere near the torque of the RC8R. They had an RC8 down there. I do love them, brings back good memories seeing one of them down there. Definitely can't rule out not owning one of those again, but yeah, happy to be back on the R1, very happy. So I'll put BSD Performance details on the description, and obviously you'll see the telephone number on the intro bit and all that as well if you want to get booked in over in the UK. Well worth the 2-hour drive. And yeah, I did chicken out and put it in the van. I didn't take the road trip on the bike, it was a bit wet. We all know how I feel about super courses and wet weather, so yeah, big thanks to my bosses for letting me take the van. Certainly saved some achy back, but yeah, lovely. I mean, this is nowhere near as uncomfortable as the Ducati, but need to get out on it some more. Need to do some more rides this year. Last year was terrible, but yeah, I feel like I'm just waffling for the sake of waffling now, and you're joining me on this. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. See you later.